4 something AM. Haven't slept all night. But we're just thinking on how, like, the Arabs sold their souls, and you know, they took their share of the oil, and they built the biggest satanic city on the planet, Dubai. Now, why did they build this satanic city of symbols? You know, that's masonry, isn't it? And dig up the earth and destroy the planet. And you know, they could have invested their money in a golden age. You know, for all the Arabic peoples, and you know, and all the peoples, you know, Middle East and Africa, put in that wealth to and fossil fuel for use, bring alternative energies for cooking food. But instead they build the biggest satanic city, Dubai, which shows where men and women aren't allowed to hold hands. This is the city of oil, and men and women aren't allowed to hold hands there because that's symbolic of the disconnection of the man from the Mother Earth. You know, and they've sold their souls for. They're just like the Buddha, you know, the prince, and he grew up blind to the world, blind to the suffering of the people, and living this royal life. You know, and then he goes out of the kingdom and he sees all the poor people being exploited while he's living in wealth, and all these poor people, beggars in the street, and all this suffering. And he's like, why am we in the wealth exploiting from all the poor? Right? And he sees the death and the suffering. And in this he has a realization. He has a son. And he names his son Ball and Chain. Because this is the ball and chain that will tie him to the world. If he has to bring his son up to be a king, you know, to be ignorant, and then to be disconnected to the suffering of others, to exploit, to rob, rape and pillage. And then this is the ball and tether that would bind the Buddha to this world. And so rather than be the prince, the king, who leads the prince, condemns himself and his son to hell, the Buddha says, stuff this. I'm out of here, man. I'm on the path of enlightenment. I'm going to seek enlightenment. I don't want to be part of this system that exploits. I'd rather surrender all the wealth in the world and live as a beggar than be blind to the truth and exploit the people who only in his enlightenment, Buddha finds the desire to serve them.